Broadcast. Bang! Want to welcome everyone to Global Markets Radio Daily Recap. I'm your host, Andrew Spanton. Tuesday, turnaround Tuesday to perfection. Wow. May 22nd, 2012, 4 p.m. Eastern. Once again, I hope you people are getting my tweets. Voice of Forex. I reversed a couple of times today. Holy crap. Once again, economic news taking the sidelines as all eyes go to Europe. The market just trading off of news. The end of the day, Papademos, the ex-prime minister, saying they're preparing for exit of the euro. Now, if you don't think this is one of the biggest setups ever, if this is just a big game of chicken between the Germans and the rest of the Eurozone. The Greeks basically saying, watch, eins, zwei, look at the euro. If we go out, look what's going to happen. You don't do something, look at what's going to happen. Meanwhile, the Germans are laughing to the bank because their exports just became cheaper today. They keep making a ton of money having that cheap euro. Where do you think the Deutschmark would be trading if it was trading freely, unencumbered by the southern European countries? Exactly. So as much as the Germans keep kicking and screaming about austerity, they're a bunch of lying sacks of crap. Because they've made trillions of dollars by having a weaker currency to export. Mercedes, Wagon, Siemens. The list goes on and on. SAP. And you know what? They should be bailing out Greece with the extra trillions of dollars they've made. And as we see here, the S&Ps just collapsing into the close on the Papademos call. Monster turnaround Tuesday. Aussie, Kiwi, Euro, everything reversing huge. I mean, take a look at the S&P. Really not much. Doesn't look like that much of a day, does it? Oh, it's a doji. We could easily be coming in, but I got to tell you, I don't know that I believe it. I don't know that I believe it. The Austrians this morning coming out, backing up the Germans. Gee, I wonder why. But we saw some numbers last night. Not very good. CPI out of London, terrible. Not terrible, but still weaker than expectations. 3% versus 3.1. Core, 2.1 versus 2.2. House prices collapsing 0.4%, supposed to be up 0.5%. So London, the pound, once again, reversing nicely. This is one of the best looking charts. I love this short, as I've said. Unfortunately, the other pound trades didn't work out as well. U.S. existing home sales right in line, 4.62 million. Richmond Fed, though, a disgusting, disgusting number. Only up 4. Supposed to be up 12. An 8 miss. That's big. But the markets didn't really care as much. New Zealand inflation expectations up 2.4%. Not so bad. But when we take a look, we saw gold come in. Had that nice shooting star in gold. The reversal candle came in nicely. Gold looks like it wants to roll back over. But again, tomorrow is the big day for gold. Tomorrow is the big day for everything. It's all about the EU. It's all about the Eurobonds. It's all about the Greeks, the Germans, the French. What are they going to do? The suspense is killing me. I don't care what they do. I just want to make money. But logic would say to you, they're going to do something. Now, we had a couple of other stories. We had Ren, R-E-H-N, say expect some substantial developments from tomorrow's summit. That got me all nervous because first you had the Germans and the Austrians come out and say we're not in favor of the Eurobond. And then you had Ren come out and say that. And then you had Papademos at the end of the day. So the market is clearly just reacting to any headline regarding the Greece situation. But we see a monster reversal here. Look at that hanger, man. Hindsight's 20/20, isn't it? We even had a nice little pop-up. Not much, but down, up, down. Oh, baby. Euro looks like toast. You can make a case, measure the move. Should we take this out, this low out here? 126.40. We bounce up to 128.20, let's say. 180 pips. Subtract that from 126.40. And there you go. I just don't see it. I could see anything tonight, people. It's not that I'm confused. It's more that when is the news going to come out? Is there going to be pressure on the euro? If it's holding, I think you got to really trade with more of market action. Is the euro up on bad news? Is euro holding when it shouldn't be holding? Is it doing what it's not supposed to be doing? Because you would think the euro is going to be weak all night. The Germans balking. We get no real numbers coming out. We got Eurozone, current account, EU summit. That's it. Industrial new orders coming out too. Big deal. London, big numbers tonight. Big. Look for those numbers to suck wind. IMF calling on the UK to cut rates. Oh, boy. I mean, look at this sterling. Nice reversal. Love cable short. Euro sterling with a monster reversal here. Again, any deal. You want to get long this thing. No real follow through. Outside candle. We're going lower. But I don't know if this thing's going to collapse. I think there is going to be some development that comes out that's a positive. I don't think that the Germans are not watching their ticker screen. I don't think they're not watching the markets. They are. And they know they have to do something. Absolutely. Dalian, Bank of Japan, talking about intervening. So Dalian popping across the board. Lovely. We do have a rate decision and a policy statement coming out of Japan tonight. I do believe the BOJ is not going to do anything, but they might talk their currency down. We don't like current action. We will intervene if necessary, yada, yada, yada. But I'll tell you what, if you're a bull, well, you got your pullback. I mean, this is the moment of truth here. We broke through the big time retracement. Now, are we going to start heading back up in a bull market mode? Well, we'll certainly know tonight. And again, if you get a deal, buy everything, Dalian included. If some sort, something, right now the market is hungry. The market needs something. Let the Germans just give in a concession or two. Let the Austrians give in a little bit. Let the Greeks say they like the deal. Boom. We're up 300 points tomorrow. And I would think Facebook around $28 a share, $29 a share is a great buy. I know I don't mention stocks, but what a frack job. I'll tell you. Euro yen. Big doji. Looks like we should retest 101. I don't know if we're going to break par 90. That'd be a monster break. I think you really got to trade with your technicals. Because, you know, we look at this Australian dollar, took our previous day lows. Holy crap. It's bouncing here. As long as we can hold today's lows, I'm long it. Yeah. I'll get the hell out. I bought it a little lower into the meltdown. as a hedge. But, I mean, if this is, the S&P did not take out previous day lows, and this thing took out the lows. So I just think that we could easily have a nice little hold here. No real Australian news. We do get leading index. 8 o'clock, big deal. The pound retail sales, those are the biggest numbers coming out. Canadian retail sales also. I mean, look at this dollar Canada. Oof. Down, up. Can't make up its mind. Rallying as the stock market came in. This baby looks like it wants to go higher. Once we broke this channel line, that's it. Certainly looking more on 350. Maybe in 106. Sucker's broken out. Dollar index made a monster comeback. Sorry. What a comeback. New closing high. You got to get bullish. I don't buy it. I'm not getting that sucked in. I think that, yes, short the euro. But the way they killed the Aussie and the Kiwi, I'd be long those as a hedge. And European currencies, let those come in. No real numbers until 10 o'clock for the U.S. New home sales, big deal there. House price index, big deal there. Crude inventories, big deal. Those have been exploding lately. Canadian retail sales should be important. But we look at this pound. Pound Swiss had a nice reversal day. I'm not short this thing anymore. I don't like it. I think it reversed. It's going up. Dollar Swiss also. Big reversal. Again, I'm not so sure, although the closing highs are very impressive. I just think that this move has really come its course, and I just don't know necessarily we're going to collapse tomorrow. Now, again, if the Germans and the Austrians hold steadfast, and they say, Eins, Schwein, we do nothing for you, then sell everything. If they're that stupid, sell everything. But if they give an inch, it's going to go a mile. Because the world believes them. This is one big game of chicken. Chicken. Fried freaking chicken. Look at this thing. I thought we'd have more continuation. Again, I'm long here. Stops at the lows. I think we could easily hold. Wednesday, triple roll tomorrow. Big comeback, maybe. And the S&P's really rallied big time into the close. It goes to tell you there are some people that think maybe they're going to come up with something. Aussie, Kiwi, big comeback. I still like it short. Ridiculous, but I still like it short. Euro Canada, big reversal there. I love this thing short. Sell any strength. Hopefully it pops up to 130. Toast. Couldn't get there. But now this one. This channel line. Under it. Back down, baby. Love this chart. And I got to tell you, Euro Aussie. I mean, enough is enough. Look to sell on straight. I know it hammered. Any pop, I think it's a sell. I mean, enough with this thing. Even Euro Kiwi. I know it came back. I know it looks decent. I want to sell strength. We are not going to make it through 170. Heaven help us if it does. It's a long way to go to there. I'll tell you that. Pound Kiwi, pound Aussie. We got time, so I'm going to give it to you. Big comeback. Looks very strong, pound Kiwi. I got hurt in it a little bit today. I still like it short, but I'm nervous about this channel line here. 211. Pound Aussie, big time comeback also. But again, I look for these numbers to suck out of London tonight. And I just think we're hitting major resistance. We've come a long way, baby. And it's time. And these things have led the way. Notice, these have been going up and the stock market's been going up too. Finally caught up to each other. As far as the yens go, I don't know. I still like sterling yen, euro yen short, euro yen reversed nicely, sterling yen popping a little bit. I still think we're not going to take this out. I'm a little nervous about dollar yen and the BOJ. But besides that, Dell missed again. Besides that, look at Facebook, 830.80. Holy crap. Dell getting killed. But besides that, to me, I think they're going to deliver. I think the Germans and the Greeks and the Austrians deliver. They give the market something, and we're up big. Who knows how it's going to be? Who knows how it's going to be? Up, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up. But the net is, we might not hear something from the EU until 8 in the morning, Eastern. So be prepared. Because the market does not believe that the Germans are going to come through. I don't even necessarily believe that they're going to come through, but logic would say this was such a setup by Papademos at the end of the day. The perfect. And they launched the S&P 7 handles. Look, after the story broke, they collapsed the market, and then the people in the know rallied the market. Look at that. We exploded. That's not chump change. That's 10 handles on the S&P. Someone knows something. So I am not convinced that we are going to collapse tonight. I think we drift lower. I think the euro gets down to that 26, 45, 50 level, double bottom. Maybe the Aussie and the Kiwi hold. And then they deliver. And euro to the moon, dollar down. But again, if nothing happens, if there's no talk, if the Germans say no, we got nowhere, meetings weren't great, we must prepare for the worst, oh my goodness, sell everything and get ready. Because when you look at a lot of these charts, there could be a lot of momentum to the downside. You got your doji on the S&P. Australia took out previous day low. This is terrible. Outside candle, took out the high, took out the low. This is really bad. So believe me, while I'm long, I'm ready to get the hell out in 2 seconds and get short. New Zealand, outside candle. This looks terrible. But I think it was a thin market. Stock market was collapsing. And that's why you got these moves. But the euro did hold. Cable held. Previous day low. So it's going to be one hell of a night. Info at globalfxllc.com. Voice of Forex everywhere. Follow me on Twitter. Voice of Forex, baby. All right. Well, it's going to be one hell of a night. Look for my tweets. This euro. Big night ahead. It's a big bill. Andrew Spanton. Global Markets Radio, the only voice you'll ever need. Who truly loves to make you money. Have a good night.